Hi, I'm Peter J. Ray. Welcome to Adventures in History. Today's topic is Dearest Mother and Dad. Love, Ruth, John, Mark, Pamela, Patricia, and Peter. Ruth Smallshaw Ray's Letters to Her Parents. 1961. Part 132. This is based on the first part of the original publication, Smallshaw Family Memories Collection, or SFMC, number 54, published on November 9th, 2000. And there's a letter to the editor, letter from the editor preceding the letters. From yours truly, Peter J. Ray. Hello, loyal SFMC readers. We've got one heck of an issue for you here. And now a few excerpts to preview the excitement. I had interviews with Mark and Pam's teachers last week. Pamela is working up to capacity. Her papers aren't as neat or as perfectly correct as Mark's, but she is so enthusiastic and tries. Mark is of superior intelligence on the IQ test, over 125 IQ. Scotty Sanders is in nursery school and is Patti's little boyfriend. We got Mark a puppy Saturday, so that has been the big thing. Not trained yet, so keeping after Mark to clean up and take the dog out and feed him. Mark said, "Can't I have any fun?" So I guess I'm too hard on him. I had my hair done at Portaro's tonight and hate to lie down. Pam is looking after the dog now. Mark had thrown up while giving a book report all over the book. Peter threw up 7 times one night. Patti threw up all over the bedroom wall one night. Today the Westlake Hotel was in flames. John took Peter and I to see it this morning. You'd love Peter. We all think he's precious and pretty special. I'll save stuff until I'm moved out of house and home. Pam's teacher said she wished Pam were her own daughter. Patti got me in a visor-like grip and wouldn't let go. So there you have it. I'm sure you are all just burning with excitement. The winter of 1961 to 1962 gave way to the spring and summer of 1962. The Rays went down to Florida for a vacation, a prelude to the many trips down to the Bahamas the family would take in the years to come. The busy life continued as they settled into 20689 Beechcliff Boulevard. Peter celebrated his 2nd birthday, and John prepared to celebrate his 38th birthday. Pam and Patti were getting into ballet and brownies. Mark kept busy with activities at the Junior Science Museum in Bay Village and prepared for a season of Little League baseball. And so the story continues. My best wishes to you all, dear readers. Go River, Bombay. Peter J. Ray. 20689 Beechcliff Boulevard, Rocky River, Ohio, November 16th, 1961. Dear Mother and Dad, the days fly by. Today is John's anniversary of practicing law, 10 years ago today. It's certainly been a very successful 10 years. Dick Stevens, his partner, said he hoped there'd be another 30 years. We all went to the circus today. Patti and I picked up Mark and Pamela up at school and met John at 4 o'clock, and we all went. Mr. and Mrs. Vogler came at 3:30 to look after Peter. Mr. Vogler had missed him. It was the best circus I'd seen, at least enjoyed it. We've seen bigger, but we had center seats in the 2nd row, so everything was so close, and it's much better for the children than in the evening. Then John took them out to eat supper. He is so good to us. Joan had a baby girl last Friday, Tracy Lee, 7 pounds, 6 ounces. The doctor, Sanders, tried to deliver her normally, gave Joan an episiotomy and tried to use forceps, but said she just wasn't big enough, so delivered the baby's cesarean section. So all is well. Joan called me today to thank us for the flowers. John had flowers there soon after the baby came. Dick is taking 3 weeks holiday to help her, and Joan will go home Monday. 10 days. She's nursing the baby, too. Tracy was Joan's maiden name, and they'd planned to call the baby that if it was a boy. Dick said that that's all they're going to have. I saw a new house that I sort of like. It's way out, though, out near St. Barnabas. But it's all on one floor. 4 bedrooms, cathedral-beamed ceiling in the living room. It's not finished. It doesn't have the trees I'd like in the yard, but lots in the distance. It's $46,000. This is a nice home here, and I'm sure I'll get used to it, but John said it's no good, no matter how much he makes or how nice it is, if I'm too tired to enjoy it. I guess it's all in my mind. Incidentally, I'm much better since our trip. I have had a cleaning woman 3 weeks in a row, and it has helped. I'm going to an art class Monday nights. Last night, John and Mark went to Indian Guides. Then John and I went to the school PTA and visited the classrooms, and both felt very pleased with their progress. Then I went to the nursery school meeting. Tomorrow at the doctor's home that delivered Joan's baby is the JC Auxiliary, and Friday night, the Rocky River Junior Women's Husband's Night. We're going to John's folks for Thanksgiving. Mrs. Ray still is having back trouble, but when Carol was over, she said, "She must be feeling better. She painted the basement floor." Carol didn't think she should have, nor do I. I had interviews with both Mark and Pam's teachers last week. Pamela is working up to capacity. Her papers aren't as neat or as perfectly correct as Mark's, but she is so enthusiastic and tries. Mark is of superior intelligence on the IQ test, over 125 IQ, and his work, as far as I can see, is almost perfect. He's very careful and neat. Peter is really blooming. Today at lunch, he insisted on sitting at the big table on a big chair with the others, which we all thought very funny. Patti is still my girl, spoiled. Love, John, Ruth, Mark, Pamela, Patti, and Peter. P.S. Last Friday, we went to see the Harlem Globetrotters, proceeds for the Junior Museum. They were really interesting. Had Cab Calloway and our show at intermission. The Dr. Sanders that delivered Joan's baby live around the corner from us on Avalon Drive. They have 3 older children, college, high school, and Scotty, who is Patti's age. He is in nursery school and is Patti's little boyfriend, and was over today. John spoke to the doctor that night at the game, and he said that he had the advantage over the doctor that tried to deliver Joan's baby Michael, and that he knew what had happened the first time. He said it was just one of those things. We're glad it's over. Did I tell you about Patti's party? Her birthday party? We invited 19, 12 came at a fine time. Mark had 9 boys last Saturday for lunch and a party, and wow, I didn't know if I'd ever feel the same again. We had them downstairs, but a couple of those boys were really wild. They were all full of life and competition and noise. He got one of those plastic kits from every boy but one, and Carol sent him a mosaic set, so he'll be busy for the rest of the year. John's folks gave him a football, and he's really been playing a lot of football. The muddiest blue jeans you ever saw, can stand up alone. He may need glasses. Does a lot of reading, library books, getting his eyes tested. He bought a book for the school library for his birthday. Love, Ruth. 20689 Beechcliff Boulevard, Rocky River, Ohio, December 1st, 1961. Dearest Mother, just ever so sorry to hear that you've been sick. John, too, said how sorry he was. We do hope that you're better and will be able to avoid whatever caused it. How good to have Bud and his family close by. I am sorry I have been so bad at writing, but much going on here, too. Poor Peter fell out of his crib on his head Friday. His eyes rolled back and he fell asleep, and when the doctor examined him, he screamed and fell asleep again. John and I took him to the hospital and had 5 x-rays of his head and chest, and he fell asleep again. We think he had a mild concussion, for no bones broken on the x-rays. At first he couldn't walk, then he couldn't roll over or pull himself up. Then we noticed he didn't use his right arm, but he seems recovered now. He had also fallen out of the high chair in Sandusky the day before. We had a fine Thanksgiving at the Rays. Carol and Dave and their kitties were there too. We got Mark a puppy Saturday, so that has been the big thing. The dog is not trained yet, so we're keeping after Mark to clean up and take the dog out and feed him. Mark said, Can I have any fun? So I guess I'm too hard on him. But we warned him that it was to be his responsibility. He's a cute little puppy, and Peter loves him, but we have to protect them from each other and keep Peter out of his puddles. I had my hair done at Portero's tonight and hate to lie down. John's playing poker. Tomorrow John goes to Oberlin to be the lawyer counselor for the Student Career Conference. Quite an honor. Then when he returns, he takes Mark to his Indian Guide overnight camp. Then we go to a cocktail party and dance. Then back to the camp. Then back to Oberlin Saturday. Then back to get Mark's glasses. The doctor examined Mark's eyes and mine last Saturday, and the bill was $40. Then we go out Saturday night. Next weekend is almost as bad. We take the children to a Christmas party Friday, and then we go to a dance, and then to the dentist Saturday morning, and to a party Saturday night at the Garretts. You met them here. We had the radiator removed in the living room, $200, and are having the walls redecorated as soon as the decorators are through at Ann White's home. It will be a mess before Christmas, I guess. We took all the family to the church loyalty dinner last night. John taught Sunday school Sunday. I certainly hope you're feeling better and do take care. We love you. Love, John, Ruth, Mark, Pamela, Patti, and Peter. P.S. Shar McQuilkin's brother died of leukemia, only 33 years old, and left 4 little children. 20689 Beechcliff Boulevard, Rocky River, Ohio, December 12, 1961, 1:15 a.m. Dearest Mother, I'm just so very sorry that you've been so sick and do hope you're feeling better. Do take care. I am so sorry I've been so lax in writing, but just don't organize right, I guess. It's 1:15 a.m. and just finishing up the parcels. We'll do another tomorrow night for you. The children are enjoying it all so much. Patti bought her own gift for Grandpa, and Mark too. Pamela's been busy making things. Also bought one for you and Patti for Janet with their own money too. Real cute shoppers. We took them to a Christmas party Friday night, then a dance for us and party Saturday night, and the Duff Sunday night to see the slides of the trip. John took Mark to 8 o'clock a.m. communion and breakfast, and we all went to 11 o'clock a.m. church service. I had art class last night, and John went to the Junior Museum. The decorators start on the living room tomorrow. We have a party Saturday and another next week. Shirley Brown, you went to her house to see slides, also Hannah. The kiddies can use anything, stretch slippers especially, pull toys for Peter, not plush or rubber, doll clothes. Pam is looking after the dog now. Mark's glasses are permanent. He looks good. Cost $50, $20 for the exam and $30 for the glasses. John can always use pajamas, drip dry or flannel plaid shirts or wool socks. Mark a plaid shirt too. I can always use sweaters or anything. God bless. Love, Ruth. To be continued. That concludes today's presentation. Good luck to you with your efforts in family history. If this interests you, finding, preserving, and sharing old letters, diaries, photographs, family movies and videos, and interviewing elderly relatives while they're alive. You might consider checking out our website, Adventures in History with Peter J. Ray at peterjray.com. So far, we've made 706 history videos in 7 areas: world history, American history, book reviews, poetic tours, Cleveland baseball, family history, and autobiography. There's a donate feature. You might consider making a donation so we can continue making these videos. If you live in Metro Manila, Philippines, and are looking for a high school, you might consider Restless Educational Center. Restless is located on Allenby Street, Barangay Maytunas, not far from the corner of P. Guevara and Wilson Street in San Juan, Metro Manila, Philippines. At Restless, we specialize in helping young people who have had difficulty in the larger traditional high schools. We're more than a school, we are a warm, supportive community, and we strive to be creative and innovative. And the website is restceleste.education, RESALEST. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. God bless you. Take care, and I'll see you next time.